Hello, my name is Devin Weaver and I'm going to show you how the smartboard works. I just turned on the smartboard by clicking the power button right here, and it turned green, and it had the green around computer number 1. So now I'm just going to type in the password. Okay. First thing I'm going to do once I turned it on, I'm going to collaborate it. So you're going to press the keyboard and the mouse down at the same time. Now you're just going to drag your finger to the center of the Okay. The next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to work with text. So I'm just going to click on the Smartboard Notebook. Okay, and I'm going to exit out of this. I'm going to click the keyboard down here at the bottom. And I'm going to start typing. Okay, there's my text, so I'm going to exit out of that. Oh, well, my last name's all caps. The next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to work with the objects. So I'm going to click down here on the little circle and the square, and I'm going to pick a heart. So you're just going to click on the heart and then stamp it. And you can also do infinite cloners. You just make sure you click back on the little arrow. You're going to click on the heart and do the little down arrow, and you're going to hit infinite cloner. You can just pull from the original and do hearts everywhere. Okay. The next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to use object animation. I'm going to click on this little thing over here. I'm going to click Interactive and Multimedia, and I'm going to drag the word above. And this way it can read to the students. You just click the little
above
and
above.
There's the object and the object animation. And I showed, okay, the next thing you can do is the digital ink, and that's where you can write on the smartboard. You want to make sure you click on the little pen down here at the bottom. I'm going to use blue, so just take the blue pen off, and you can write. Okay, that's definitely not blue. Click the blue. You can use the pen, or you can use your finger. And there, that's how you use the digital ink. And then the last thing that I'm going to do is show you how to use multimedia objects. So you can go over here. Say you want to play like a game, you can click on Lesson Activity Toolkit, Games. And then say we want to do dice, so you click on the dice. Okay. And then I'm going to drag a green dice over here, die. And then you can roll it different ways. And there's the multimedia. And that concludes my part of showing you how the smartboard works. Okay.
Hey, I'm Nikita Ladner, and I'm going to show y'all how to work on a smartboard. We just turned it on. You have to turn the computer on first, and then hit this on button. Make sure it's on computer 1. We also just click the keypad and the mouse to calibrate it. You have to drag your finger, make sure you put it in the center on all of them or they will not work. Okay, we're going to open the Smart Notebook. Next, we're going to hit the keypad down here. Type. Okay. We'll drag it. You can also select it and clone it once and drag it, or you can clone it infinitely and always drag from the original. You can never drag from a clone. Then we're going to work with the object. You can click down here on the shapes and we'll do a star. Make it however big you want. You can click back here on the pointer and also we'll go over here where it has the picture frame and pick an object for multimedia. Let's see. Here we have a dice.
6, 6.
And it says what the number is. We can use digital ink by going and clicking on that. You can pick up and write with the pen, or you can write with your hand or your finger. You can also write with any object, like a ball. And if you want to see your name in text, you put the pen down, make sure that it's back on the pointer, click it, and recognize Nikita, and it'll change it to regular. Okay, forgive me. You can also hide an object, like if you want to make it
1,
like a button or a game to play with. Let's see. We want a 1, and then you click it and go to Properties. You go up here to Object Animation, Fade in when the object is clicked, and then if we want to put something over it,
6,
let's pick something else to put over it.
4,
Let's draw a circle over it, or a heart. And we can go back to Properties and do the Object Animation. We can make that fade out when the object is clicked. And when we click it, that shows up, and the 1 shows up. And that is it.
My name is Eric Mannheim, and I'm here to show you how to use a smartboard. Already had it turned on, but you want to make sure that the computer that you are using is turned on, and make sure you hit this power button right here, and it'll turn on. And what you want to do before you start using it is you want to calibrate it. And what you do is you're just holding your finger down, so whenever you drag it, you want to get it in the center of the console. And it's very important to be accurate, because if you don't, you're going to have problems when you're operating it down the road. So you want to get as close to the center as you can, And making sure that you do this will help you in the long run because you won't have any hiccups. Okay, so now that I've calibrated it, I'm going to go in this smart notebook. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to hit the keyboard button down here. And I'm going to just spell my first name. Okay. I'm going to bring it over here in the middle. And what I can do now is I can use my pen also to spell my name. And I can also use my finger. Make sure you hold it down correctly. Okay. And I can also get my pointer back. I can recognize it and turn it into text. Okay. What I can also do is, so let's say I want to take my name and I'm going to go all the way down here to infinite clone. I can drag things from the original. Work with objects. I'm going to come down here and I'm going to get let's say a square. So I'm going to start, and you can drag it, and you can make it any size you like, but I want it to be about that size. And one of the things I can do is also take objects, and I can make them fade in and fade out. So I'm going to get my pointer back before I start it again, and I'm going to say I wanted to make a quiz for a class. Oh, get my pen back first. Say I want the answer to be yes. My pointer back. That's not a very good Y for the computer. So we're going to make this easier for it and spell no instead. Okay, I've turned it into text. And I'm going to drag it over here. Alright, now that I've got it where I want it, I'm going to go to Properties, and I'm going to go to Object Animation, Fade In. When the object is clicked, okay, I've already got that. And let's say I ask the class a question, and I want I pick on a child to come in and give me the answer. Well, I just click in the box, and let's say I have another one that's over here, yes, and the actual correct answer was no. Let's say they wanted to have them write it down, and they said no. Okay, good job, they got it right. Also, I'm going to show you how to use it's interactive media. So I'm going to come over here to Toolkit. Say we want to play a game. Say we're going to play with dice. Okay, so I'm going to click on it. I'm going to drag it out. Get rid of that. I've got my pointer still. And I can also drag it and use it. And there you go. I have now shown you a few components on how to use a smartboard. Thank you and have a good one.